Welcome back to Origami Snowman. My name is Matt. I have a thing that happened, some words that were said, or maybe not. I don't know. Oh, hey, how you doing, Gus? Gus and Billy are around there. I tell you what, they are feeling better, and they are getting huge and obnoxious. It's awesome. They're like children. They're cats. If you don't know, Billy and Gus. They are our kittens. They're brothers that we adopted, and they were sick, very very sick for several days, and they are all better now. Except now they're big enough to get on top of everything. I will literally walk into my office, and my desk is just a huge mess. But there's still evidence that the cats were there. So that's weird. And so moving on, I had a situation happen very recently where someone I know who's very, very compassionate toward marginalized individuals encountered a situation where they anticipated some tense words being said in regards to a friend of theirs. Not the friend individually, but the friend's situation. That's all I'm going to say. And it made me realize that we as human beings put way too much value on the opinions of others. Hang on, I'm sorry. If my cat is eating... Okay. You know what? Never mind. That's fine. What the Sorry. They're at that tender age where they can't let you do a freaking puzzle without destroying it. Oh my gosh. That is upsetting. And now I guess we're going to adopt 2 new kittens. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk to you. Guy, I love puzzles. I love doing puzzles. Some friends of mine gave me a puzzle to do and left it out thinking, I put all the individual pieces away, but I left the rest of it out thinking there's absolutely no way get out of here, Gus. There's absolutely no way these cats are going to care about a puzzle. And now, doggone it, if I'm not missing... Yep, there's a whole bunch of pieces. Goodbye. No. You may not. Anyway, sorry. Welcome to my little nightmare. Yes, I have lovable monsters in my house. And I have cats as well. Anyway, still missing some pieces. I'm going to have to sift through a litter box, I think, to find... This video is not going the way I had anticipated. So sorry, everyone. Oh gosh, I gotta figure something out. I gotta get one of those mats where you roll up your puzzles, you know what I mean? Seriously. Missing at least one piece. Oh well. That's fine. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened. It's the second worst thing that's ever happened. So I guess we dodged a bullet. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. We put too much value on the thoughts and opinions of other people. Please forgive me. I'm a little distracted right now. So there was a very popular trend. Hey, great news. I found it. Okay, great. There was a very popular trend back in the day. It's still kind of a thing that people do, but like talk show hosts. For example, Ellen DeGeneres. She had a Christian singer on her show to interview. Now, a few things. I'm going to turn on a ceiling fan. There we go. That you may or may not know. Ellen DeGeneres is, she counts herself among the lesbian community. Okay. Something else you may or may not know. Traditionally, in our society, currently, the LGBTQ plus community, my apologies if I missed any letters, they keep adding and I'm having a hard time keeping up, although I do want to try. The Christian community, the vocal Christian community, has not always been the most ardent supporters of that community. So, for Ellen to have a Christian singer on was interesting that this Christian singer, would agree to go on. Right then and there, you have to say, okay, cool, this is someone who isn't going to worry about the politics of the situation. They just, they're here and they're interested in, taking part in the discourse of, whatever comes up, right? So Ellen asks this person, where do you stand on homosexuality? Now, that is, it's unfair because, first of all, you're saying, hey, I'm going to acknowledge an uncomfortable thing that you clearly were willing to, put to the side because that's not the only discussion point that we should have as human beings. So this singer was willing to put it aside, but Ellen put her in a tricky position because here you are clearly showing, not necessarily, showing your support by being on this show that is kind of, I don't know what the word is. It was sort of the standard of the community, the gay community really kind of had, they felt like represented by this show. And so asking this person, what are your thoughts? You're going to do one of two things. Either you're going to insult the gay community or you're going to offend the Christian community. Either way, you're going to lose fans. Ellen took this young lady who was not trying to make a statement. She was not trying to take a stand. She was not trying to hurt anyone. But she put her in a position where it was almost impossible for her not to. So I don't remember her response. I just remember in that moment thinking, oh, that doesn't seem necessary. And I thought to myself, okay, how would I respond to that? Because clearly I am a supporter of all people who want to live with more love. I think the world needs more love. I don't really care what shape that takes. I don't care. I'm not offended by homosexuality. I don't have a problem with homosexuality. Not one thing about it bothers me all that much. So, now I am not a fan of public displays of affection, whether it's hetero or homosexual. It makes me uncomfortable. So if I ever see any couple kissing, I will turn away. I don't know. I just don't like it. Whatever that says about me, it says about me. But I don't know. I don't have a problem with homosexuality. But I remember thinking, how would I respond to that? Could I just outright say, no, I think the gay community is terrific and, yay, gay. Would I say that? Well, maybe. I think my knee-jerk reaction would be to say that. But there's more to be said. First and foremost, why does it matter what anyone thinks? Why, it's nice to have representation. It's nice to have allies. But let's be perfectly honest. You do not need my permission to live your life. You don't need anyone's permission to live your life. There may be situations where people are trying to make your life harder to live, but that moment on that show, it was such a petty thing. This young singer wasn't impacting anyone's life, maybe influencing, but wasn't like trying to pass bills that that prevented medical treatment for trans people. She wasn't holding up a sign that says God hates so and so. She wasn't doing anything combative. She wasn't trying to be rude or make a statement in favor of one thing or against another. And so I feel like her being there was in and of itself a statement. And yet, why did that make me feel so icky? She'd already said her say. She'd already said, I clearly don't have a problem with the gay community. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Yet now, they're like, we want you to double down. We want you to enter the ring. Put these gloves on. Here's a mouth guard. Now, go in there, swing your fists, get to work. That makes me feel icky. Because we ask these questions of people, what's your opinion? And when they tell us their opinion, we're upset because it doesn't line up with our opinion. We either give them power over our emotions, or we give them more power over our actions. To say that what you say is what I'm going to do. What you say is what I'm going to believe. There are a lot of people who they don't know. Religiously, they don't know what they believe. And so they just let the church, the big C church, decide this is what we believe. Oh, okay. Without ever actually taking a look at it to see what they believe. And so giving someone the power to say, well, this is what I think about X, Y, and Z. Are you asking them because you want to know what you believe about X, Y, Z? Are you asking them because you want to know if you can still enjoy their art? Why do you want to know? Why does it matter? Or, honestly, some people, maybe I want to know, does this person support politicians that pass bills that hurt my community? Then I don't want to support them anymore by buying their music. That might be a valid point. But I don't think that's it most of the time. I really don't. Because, we do so much. I don't really buy music anymore. I listen to it on Spotify, or if it's a specific song that I have to listen to for a 5 up, 5 down, I'll go to YouTube. I don't think that my money doesn't support these people, and so it doesn't really impact their political views or whatever. But I just think I think we're giving people too much power by caring what they have to say. The thing that I heard was a person saying, well, I know your child is this, this, and this, but I don't approve of, I'm fine supporting them with love, but I don't approve of them getting on with their lives. Essentially what it said was, I don't approve of this very normal part of their life. I can't go into details. I'm not about to go into detail on this, but they're essentially saying, no, they deserve all of the love and all of the support that we can give them. However, I expect them to refrain from a very, very normal part of a human existence. To that person, I would say, you're making a ridiculous request, and you're making a ridiculous assumption that anyone cares what you think about this. I was very angry when I heard this thing. So it made me wonder, are we giving people way too much power? Now, that being said, I plan on doing more 5 up, 5 down videos where I share my opinion about what has been pretty awful music. Yeah, a lot of terrible, terrible music, mostly submitted by my children. Um, I've got a couple of groups coming up that I'm gonna do for, and I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing my own because I keep asking you guys, what's your opinion on music, and I don't really share my own. I know I did that video about the music of Rancid. Still one of my favorite bands, but I think I'd like to do some five up, five down of some of my favorite bands, and maybe see what you guys think of that. But anyway, again, don't put so much the nail that is the opinion of others does not hold much weight. You guys don't hang so much on it. It's gonna fall. And it's gonna make a mess on the floor. Look at all these holes in one I keep getting. I would have stopped the video by now, but I'm having so much success. I'm a very successful individual. Speaking of which, have you guys seen I'm up to 110 subscribers? Who would have thought? 40 more to go for my 2024 goal of 150. Whew, tell your friends. I love you guys all to pieces and don't care about anyone's opinion but your own. You matter. Everyone matters. But when it comes down to you and your outlook on life and your feelings about yourself, your opinion matters. Not mine, not anyone else's. Yours. So you get right with you. That's all that matters. Because you're the one who wakes up every day and has to look in the mirror and see your gorgeous face. When I look in the mirror, I see me. I don't see you. I'm not responsible for you. Your decisions, your life has to make you happy and satisfied. You cannot let other people dictate the turn of your sails. I don't know what that means, but it sounded real good. I love you guys all to pieces, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.